Welcome back, Salty Fam. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. So today we're going to get into Dorit and her new book, Unburdened.
And so she did actually finish the book, and there are words in it, and it's
Yes.
a straight up book. It's legit.
I know there was so much speculation whether it was going to get pulled or not, and she made it to her book signing at Barnes& and Noble's, only 20 minutes late, mind you.
That's on time for Dorit,
Yeah.
That's right on time.
Right. And so, anyways, I thought the book was really good. I haven't finished it completely. I have about 40 more pages left. But so far, I would say like the first third of the book was about PK, speaking very highly of him, which was interesting because she spoke really poorly of him this past season about, his drinking and not showing up as a father. And in the book, it really was like painting him in this really good light and like magical and how drawn she was. It kind of was like a little love letter, I felt like, to him, like, oh God, she's trying to get back with him, because it was recreating how they met and how she felt when they met. And I was like
all the butterflies and it's all so new.
Yeah. And I do get like this book lives on forever. So her kids can read it. So you don't want to put anything hopefully negative about your ex-husband, the father of your kids' dad in the book. Maybe she's coming from that space, or maybe I haven't gotten yet to the part where she's completely
the last 40 pages
him.
she really digs in.
Yeah. But she did mention that he was the one who really propelled getting her into reality TV, signing on with Housewives, saying okay to agreeing with it, because he wanted like the lifestyle, the wealth,
like he
the notoriety, the fame, and kind of get back to where his life was before his bankruptcy and everything like that. And that does go along with what he said on his podcast that came out. I believe that was like earlier this year or late last year. So, I mean, that seems to all add up. You know, that was him that kind of propelled it all. She was like, I'd rather work behind the scenes, which is interesting because Dorit does good in front of the camera. Like, doesn't seem like she's like camera shy or anything like that. So it's just interesting to hear.
Yeah, he definitely did like push the whole thing with saying how he sort of like staged everything for their first shoot to see if they'd make it, and like what he was talking about in LA. He needed, like, he wants the fame because he needed to, like, get reservations at 7:30. Otherwise, you're at, like, 5 or 10 unless you know somebody, So it seems like it really was him, like, wanting the...
back into that fold.
Like the vanity for him.
Right.
Right.
And she did say, like, after the years had gone on with Beverly Hills, that things changed in their marriage, definitely due to her getting a lot of fame and him kind of like getting in the shadows, and he wasn't used to it. And that's when so much conflict arose. And that's when all their differences came out. And he did say that on Real Housewives as well. Like he was used to being
like
the
hero.
star, the prize, and she was always there as like the arm candy and just went with whatever. It wasn't really like her directing their life at all. It was
she was along for the ride,
Yeah, which it all, adds up for sure.
And then, like, as we've seen in the divorce filing, she's making more than him, So it really did, like, it kind of, like, he pushed it because he wanted the fame and vanity of the show, and then that blew her up so much it eclipsed him, and then he like hated it.
Yeah, I don't think he would ever get above her. I think that he thought, oh, this will be a fun little thing for her.
Yeah, and it'll give us fame for the benefits, and we get all the good reservations now.
But I'm sure once that paycheck got bigger than his,
he probably started feeling some kind of way, like, ooh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read a couple excerpts from Dorit's book, and these are just a couple lessons so far that she has learned with filming Housewives, because they don't really live by the same rules that we live.
Let's hear them.
Conflict wasn't always about the original issue anymore. It was about how the issue lived afterwards. Who repeated it, who defended it, who interpreted it, and who felt it still required oxygen. I was beginning to grasp the timing, audience, and context mattered just as much as intention, possibly more.
I believe that for sure. It
Yeah.
definitely like what starts the conflict is tiny, but because it's all filmed and the audience, like it's all the aftermath is like where all
Yes.
the shit actually happens,
Yes, and it's like right when you think something's like done and squashed, it's like, nope, it's living on
It'll
for
come
10
back.
years.
Exactly. It could be as old as Shannon and Alexis.
Right.
And it resurrects. It's like,
Right.
oh my God.
And it is interesting because I would imagine that is something that you would have to get used to, because she said she didn't watch Beverly Hills before she started filming.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she wasn't like privy to how it all worked.
Yeah.
Which, whether that's true or not, like, I guess when you're going through it personally, it's probably way different than watching other people on the TV going through
Oh
it.
yeah, I bet it is way different. And yeah, not knowing that her first interaction, she's sort of handling them thinking it's all staying here and there's not this huge aftermath. So she's like gonna behave way different than you would knowing like how I act here. Really, like this moment isn't what's gonna matter. It's like how everyone perceives it kind of
right,
deal,
like with Pantygate in her first season with giving Erica the panties. I mean, first of all, like, how is that a good idea?
Yeah.
How is that like jokey to this person you don't know?
That's just like her joke with Camille.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like, like that's pretty bitchy.
Totally.
And it did blow up, you know, and Erica pretended to accept it. And then she was pissed afterwards. And then Dorit was like so confused. But like, looking back,
if somebody did that to Dorit, she'd be pissed.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
totally.
Girl. Okay, lesson number 2. This environment could turn unexpectedly, and when it did, you had to steady yourself very quickly. A joke becomes an issue becomes a storyline becomes a judgment leads to attack on your character.
I think the lesson from that one needs to be, Dorit, you should not be telling jokes. They get you in hot water all the time.
Right. And I felt like she felt really judged for her character when it came to the Lucy Apple Juicy.
Oh, yeah. That one was like I mean, who knows what is all true of that? But either way, that is like a total character assassination.
Yeah.
And especially if it was any of it manufactured, that's like a major taking shots at you and your like integrity and how people perceive you.
Yeah. If LVP did manufacture that whole story or played it up more to make it sound like way more sad and crazy, that's one thing. But Dorit did say in the book that she found Lucy the new home. Yeah. And she was not like sent to a shelter that was like a kill shelter. Like she wasn't about to be killed or anything like that. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
and who knows for the story, what if somebody said, I'll give you $10,000, go take that dog to the pound.
Yeah.
And it's going to be this huge thing and I can go destroy her with it. Right. Like that is not just unthinkable.
Right. You really never know how far these people will go. And we know Lisa is like a producer. She produces Vanderpump. She produces Villa. She knows good TV.
She's a killer, dude.
Yeah, she knows good TV. She knows how to, get the views up, get the scandals solidified.
Get what she wants, you know, like.
But that also is the scandal that led to her not showing up at the reunion. And then it was
that kind of made her look more guilty. Like that really was, that whole thing was like she stopped doing shows where she's like on the peer level and only does shows where she's like the boss.
Yeah, where you can't question her. There is no holding her accountable. Full narrative control. Yeah, like. And it is weird that she didn't want to answer any questions about Lucy Apple Juicy. And
like that whole thing was
of it. Like that's
crazy. It
really was. Okay, lesson number 3. It was about learning to live inside a space where small things really remain small, where intention and interpretation don't always align, and where the only real anchor is the person you choose to remain when everything else grows louder. So I guess like staying centered.
Yeah, I was going to say that kind of sounded like a Dorit word salad. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what she was saying there.
I think like, because we do see this with her. It's hard for her to stay centered. I think she gets off track a lot.
Like once she's on till, she's like just going to kind of keep spiraling out until something like forces her to stop.
Yeah, for sure. Poor Dorit. Oh man. But the book is pretty good so far. It does talk extensively about how close she is with her family and how like they
That's
grew
good.
up deep family roots. Her dad and I believe her mom also were in the war, and they're Jewish, and just all of this wild things that happened to them. So that was interesting. And, her travels to Europe and working in Europe, going to school in Europe.
Yeah.
She knows all the languages,
but she does. You got to give her, I mean, that's,
PK like loved that about her. That's why when in those leaked text messages, he was saying to Dorit, well, Tatiana is very worldly.
More worldly than you. She knows more languages. She's traveled more. Her pinky's higher when she's sipping wine.
Yeah. Her tea.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's that whole situation. I do feel bad for her because it seemed like she wanted to work things out, but I think PK really needs like maybe a girl who's just ready to do what he wants to do.
He needs like a yes girl who's just like, it's his show,
Yeah, because like Tatiana and him are still dating, but he comes and goes from London. He's not there 24/7. So she's okay with him being gone for months or weeks at a time.
I mean, that's what it sounded like he did with Dorit.
Yeah.
He's gone forever,
Yeah, because there's no strings attached. There's no kids involved. She has grown kids. And so he can like fly in and they can do whatever. And it's different in LA. It's like family time plus playtime, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, she only mentioned a little bit about his drinking so far. So she hasn't really gotten into that too much in the book. So I wonder if that's
just left it all for the show.
Yeah.
She's like, I hit that on the show for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I guess I can leave it out of the book.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, good on her for finishing the book.
Right.
It's a real book. People are buying it, good for her. Hopefully she does sell a lot of them.
It was. Yeah, it's
I mean, you want her, anybody who's putting themselves out there to write a book, somebody go buy that book.
It's 200 pages, take you like a couple days to read.
Yeah.
It's an easy read. Well, that's it for today. We'll see you later, Salty fam.